So what's popping, fams? Today I'll be bringing you another video in the Remember playlist, and today's weapon in Remember is none other than the Epitaph, the first Vanguard sniper. Yes, this is the first sniper that the Vanguard ever sold. It's as old as almost the game itself, and basically, well, since it launched vanilla anyways, it's just as rare, or maybe even more rare, than the final boss, which is a sniper that Sir D has, and you might have heard of his reviews and his supposed video of the rarest and oldest sniper in Destiny. Rarest? Maybe, but it's not the oldest because this one is just as old. But honestly, I think my sniper's more rare, not because I'm trying to show off or anything. It's just simply because of the fact that he's been killed by one in the last 7 months. I've been killed by a final boss in the last 3 months by a guy who's also using a Unison of Light, so it just might be a chance encounter. Regardless, I've been killed by one in the last 3 months, while my sniper, I have not seen it since 10 months ago, around the start of year 2, where Taken King was involved. Basically, I even remember the map. It was the Drifter. I got killed by a Titan. I'm like, oh shit, he has that sniper. And I'm like, I took mines out, and we had a little duel. I won. Just cool backstory. So anyways, moving on. I have a certain love for this sniper. Basically biased top 3 of all time, simply because it was my first wallbanger. This was actually in House of Wolves. I realized, no, the Dark Below. I realized that you can snipe through walls, and I looked through my snipers to see which one had armor-piercing rounds, and I saw this one. I'm like, oh, it has armor-piercing rounds. This sniper was never popular to begin with, but I used it, and oh my god, I fell in love with it when I could wallbang. It was just so fun to get headshots behind, walls. It might have been broken, but it was definitely fun. Regardless, this has to be my most prized and rarest thing in Destiny. My rarest weapon for sure. It's also one of my favorite weapons, so I just definitely feel some kind of bias towards it. I love this weapon and how it performs and everything. So anyways, I'm gonna put on screen, or just about to show you my rolls on it, so I can tell you, as you may already know, I already have armor piercing rounds, thanks to the fact that it could wallbang. Yes, in year 1 you needed armor piercing rounds to snipe behind walls. So let me show you my roll. So here's my roll, guys. As you can see, it has Outlaw and Life Support. As you may tell, Outlaw is one of my favorite perks for snipers. As I already said, Reload is one of the key aspects to my sniping, because I love fast reloads, because it gets you ready for the next gunfight. So for scopes, I have the Hawkeye, decent. The Long View SR10, or just Long View 10 as I like to call it, it's pretty good, but this one always beats most, if not all. The Ambush. The Ambush, because it's snappy, it's great, it's beautiful, it's a really good scope. It sucks at long range, but it's, for sniping and close quarter sniping like me, definitely great. For me, I guess. Outlaw, already told you, and here are the 3 perks, the 3 mid column: high caliber rounds, armor piercing rounds, and skip rounds. So the problem with this, I may mention it later, is that they all have, if you notice, their mass all slows down the weapon handling. I am using a Blade Dancer, so I have quick draw, so there's no need for extra handling. I mean, it makes up for the loss handling right here, but it clearly is not something I like. I don't like slowing down the weapon handling. All of these, they're really useless in PvP nowadays. Before, armor piercing rounds can, like I told you, help me smack through walls, hit headshots behind walls. Skip rounds, I think this might be the better one now, but I mean, I don't like the lower impact. Life support, it helps. It helps quite a few times whenever somebody's like spraying you with a hot saw and then you just hit a headshot. It sometimes recovers your health like 60% of the time. It's pretty beneficial. It also increases the reload speed quite a bit, so me and reload speed on snipers. Also, the kind of, you see, it has good stability, good range, pretty decent reload, and it's in the higher, not really, it's in the mid rate of fire, mid impact type thing, so both of them are pretty balanced. It's not a Brutus, but it's not a longbow or LDR per se, so it's definitely one of those rare archetypes, like the Defiance of Aim Assist, Defiance of Yasmin. It's a pretty good archetype, but it's not really used in PvP, and for good reasons. So now, guys, it's time for me to give it scores in the 6v6 playlist and the 3v3 playlist. And yes, this time I did play quite a lot of 3v3 with the sniper. Regardless, moving on, in 6v6 I'll give it a crispy 5 out of 5, though I don't think it's better than the Brutus 2, simply because of the fire rate, aim assist, and handling. I'm sure that if I was using Brutus 2 on a Blade Dancer, it would be snappier, but then again, this weapon did not, like I said, Every single perk slowed down the handling, so I can't give it a proper rating because of that fact, but I can't say that this still felt snappy, probably because I was on a blade dancer. But in 6v6, I still think the Brutus 2 would win overall because of handling and the better rate of fire, even though this weapon, you can't spam it to similar rates, not the same fire rate, but to a similar fire rate as the Brutus 2. The impact also helps kill off weak shielded guardian. So let's say somebody shot him with a Hawk Moon, doesn't even need a lucky bullet, just a Hawk Moon shot to the head. This will probably finish him off, maybe a lucky shot. You just need a little bit over half a shield, not a little bit, just like 25% of your shield, they can still body shot them and kill them. So just a little above 25% of that shield, and yeah, you can still body shot someone. So definitely 6v6, it's a helpful sniper, really good, but still not my top recommendation. Anyhow, for 6v6, that's my opinion on it. For 3v3, where I actually did spend time playing with it, unlike the Brutus, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, simply because of the fact that even though it does have higher impact and it can finish off opponents at a higher damage or higher shields, it's still not the best weapon for taking out opponents that have been damaged. In other words, it's not as effective as a high impact sniper. In 3v3, it's not. In 6v6, like I've been mentioning, there's a lot of chaos, but in 3v3, it's not the same. There is a lot of chaos, but not enough, and you really need to... In 3v3 and most game modes, this is why high impact snipers are so popular, is because you want to find the easiest way to get kills, and the high impact snipers is definitely an easy way to get kills. Not ripping no one off, it's just an easy way to get kills. Even if you don't get a headshot, it can still be an easy body shot. What separates this sniper from the Brutus 2 is the fact that it can rest snipe. I know I never tested out with the Brutus 2, but that looks too low impact to be able to rest snipe. I know the Defiance of Aim Assist can rest snipe, so there's definitely this one. This one can probably definitely rest snipe, considering it is the same archetype as the Defiance of Aim Assist or Yasmin. So anyways guys, for the last bit of this video, I just wanted to thank all of y'all who subbed. I finally made it past 102 to be exact. I just want to thank all of y'all who's been supporting my channel, and I'll keep trying to improve my content and make more content. I took a little break, so that's why this video came out a week after my last one. But anyways, I'll continue with my regular schedule. Thank you for watching. Love all of y'all. Hope you guys will be there for my next video as well. Peace.
Yeah, I'm the only one to get the job done.